Hey, Bubba. Oh, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. The name our government gave me, David Keith Quigley, that name actually never existed. It was a forgery. My real name, the name my mother and father gave me, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior. I have some wonderful news for a change. Well, hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Great news. Wonderful news. I had been under the house. Robin's going to kick my ass for getting this hat all messed up. I didn't even realize I got all these necklaces Robin got for me for my birthday and Christmas. This one's the biggest one right here. Stolen identity pendant. And thank you, Miss Black, for just purchasing one. And it helps so much. Anyway, I was under the trailer house. I hope you guys don't mind me rambling on what I do and all that, but I hooked up Robin's wash machine yesterday, and while I was under there doing the plumbing, I noticed I had two leaks, one for the hot water heater, and one was just a random leak where the pipes were all rusted and leaking through. So I was under there all morning. Well, first I went and got a bunch of pipes and stuff. I didn't know Star Nursery sold that stuff, but they did. So I got a bunch of stuff from there, and I was under the house. I had an appointment with Elizabeth at 1. She called me up, and I made sure I brought my phone under the house. She called me up and said, "Oh, the meeting's canceled." I said, "Well, didn't want to miss you." And then Mary Maxwell called me. Mary Maxwell, what a wonderful super lady. Mary Maxwell had a 78th birthday like 3 days ago. And yeah, happy belated birthday to Mary Maxwell, the author of The Historian's Tale, The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son. That's me. That's my ugly mug on there, people. And thank you all so much. You lions keep roaring. Great things are happening. Great freaking things are happening. And I get so busy. I have no secretarial skills. I'm lucky when somebody purchases a book or a pendant that I get it out on time and that it doesn't get lost. I think I lost one and I resent the order. But yeah, I can't wait to get the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Healing Center. I'm in here in Bullhead City, Arizona. And I drive around. There's so many freaking churches in this town. There's churches that pop up. There's churches in little office buildings. Right around the corner, there's two. There's one in the office building. You go up the street. There's another one in the office building. So we're going to get a healing center somehow, some way. And if you want to help support the healing center, come to Bullhead City. Come to my house. Talk to me. Let's get things rolling. Let's do it. Brenda Scott, bless your heart. All you lions. Well, thank you, Stacy. Let's get some love out. Let's heal some people. And Brother Henry popped in. I love my brother Henry. He's a hardworking man, family man, and he needs some breaks. He needs some breaks. He works his butt off, just like me. And I see Kathy, Kirk, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. All love, people, all love. And hopefully, when we get to Healing Center, Kathy Kirk will come and get some word out all around the country because we're going to live stream on King Smarty TV and anywhere else that'll have us. And people can come from all over and say what they want to say. And nothing's going to be glad you did catch the live. I am. I really am. My story should have millions of views, millions of viewers, millions of subscribers, And I just get a few every now and again. Some of these people that just are on these talk radio shows have, thousands and thousands. And here I am, John Kennedy Jr., trying to share my story. We all need to go old school. It's not that I don't appreciate all your love and sharing and making videos and everything, but we need to go old school. They got us hindered and blocked and shadow banned from the truth. But huge news, people. I had to come on here dirty and from working under the house because Mary Maxwell called me up about a half an hour ago. And I love Mary because she guides me. She is one heck of a woman. She's a great secretary. She guides me into the right direction. The other day, she sent me a letter. I printed that letter out, and that I don't know what all that noise is all about. School bus. But that breaks. Anyway, Mary Maxwell guides me. She gives me wonderful advice. She sent me a letter to the museum, the JFK Library Museum, whatever you want to call it. And she said, John, mail your stolen identity book and your historian's tale to the library, to the director of the library. So I did. Day before yesterday, I guess I mailed it out. But anyway, I forgot to put the letter in because I suck being a secretary. I really, really do. And I love Robin to death, but she's no better than me. We both kind of just pile up receipts and letters. And we finally got a little basket. If somebody orders a book or a pendant, we throw it in the basket so we don't get lost. But we're in the middle of remodeling and playing. A lot going on. So we suck as being secretaries and organized with all that. But anyway, so I mailed the director of the JFK Library my 2 books. The only problem is I forgot to put Mary's letter in there. My dumbass. Oh, man. I could have kicked myself. Because it gets expensive mailing out all these free books and with the postage and everything that we do. That's one reason why I appreciate your guys' support. It really helps my pocketbook out when we do things like that. But anyway, great news. Mary Maxwell, she got on a bus. I believe she got on another bus. And then I believe Mary Maxwell just had her 78th birthday. Then she got on another bus. And she walked into the JFK Library with that letter I forgot to put in the envelope. And she said, by the way, is the director in? And I could just imagine her with her little sweet voice. And the librarian, or whatever you want to call it, said, this is the director right here. And Mary Maxwell shared my story to the director of the JFK Library. And she didn't have my stolen identity book, but she gave him the letter and 2 copies of the historian's tale. So they frickin' know the truth now. There's no saying they don't know the truth. The director of the JFK Library was handed the truth, that I'm the real John Kennedy Jr., and all the rest was bullshit. All the kidnapping, all the extortion, and all the identity theft of my sister, my mother, and me is out, and they know about it. What if it's going to be good? I don't know. Are they going to retaliate? I don't know that either. But at least we know they know. So it's freaking huge, people. It is freaking huge. Bless Mary's heart. I thank you all. That's old school as it gets. That is Mary Maxwell went old school. She went right to the library and handed it to him. And at least that way, when I do my motorcycle run back east to put my books on my father's grave and make a stop at the library, they're already going to know what's coming. They're already going to know what's coming. And thank you all so much for your wonderful comments and all your love. I sure appreciate it all. I really, really, really do. You all are awesome. Seriously, you all are freaking awesome. So anyway, that's the good news I wanted to share. and I got my water leaks fixed. I was under there all morning replacing pipes on the hot water heater and under the house. Um, this place was built in 1961, so the old galvanized pipe they had under there was actually rusted through and it was leaking. So I had to replace it, and now I don't believe we have any leaks at all. Robin got her kitchen sink. Robin got her wash machine, and it's all hooked up. So yeah, it's all things are coming together. Me and my son lived here, and we didn't have a stove for 10 years. We had the basic hot plate. We had the toaster oven where we could cook little pizzas and things like that. But when I met Robin, Robin started throwing everything out and said, John, you're John Kennedy. You're going to get new. And well, bless her heart. I was pissed off when she was throwing all my stuff away, but we're doing it. We're doing it. It's a lot of hard work, but we're getting new stuff. We got a stove. We cooked a turkey on Thanksgiving, and I don't know what we did for Christmas, but I think we did a ham. But now we got a stove, and we got a kitchen sink, and everything's coming together, and it's all beautiful. It is all beautiful. If you all don't know what living in poverty is all about, it sucks. You don't have gas money. You don't even have a car. You know, and they hindered me. Think about all the billions they stole from me, and then they kept me in poverty. And now B&G Lions have been so loving and caring, and there's been a few people to help me out. And I got all the paint, and I painted the front of the house the other day. I got sidetracked with Robin's wash machine and the plumbing and all this, but I'm going to start getting the house painted. I got to pressure blast the whole thing because the paint is just peeling. It looks like, yeah, it looks bad. So I got to blast it all, paint it, and then we're winding things up. I still got to put the pine paneling in the bathroom because it's we redid a whole lot in the bathroom. We tore everything out of the bathroom and we started over. But I still got to put the pine paneling up. So that's another couple days. But I'm sorry for just rambling on about what I'm doing. But yeah, the big news, the JFK Library received books. The director of the JFK Library received the historian tale. And in a couple days, he will get in the mail Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr., and another copy of the historian tale. And it explains all about the kidnapping and the replacement and all the unalignments of my family with identity theft. So a lot of the things they are sharing in the library is bullshit. A lot of things they teach your kids in school is bullshit. They do it. That's the cabal. These evil people that have fooled us over and over and over again. I can't believe the haters that come on because we're all about the truth, sharing the truth, trying to wake people up. And there's people that don't get it. Everybody says, hey, the government's corrupt until they want to find a savior for them. And there is no savior. It is all run by the cabal. We must get rid of the cabal. These child traffickers. I was child trafficked. I was screwed in the ass over and over. I was kicked till I was unconscious. I was beat. I was knocked down by the cabal. And who is the cabal? It's our 3-letter agency. Oh, Henry sent me a picture. You know, these people that say, how were you in Vietnam when you were so young? There was a price on my head. Somebody just asked me to do a podcast with them. I will check it out because I'm always wanting to share my story. Brother Henry, he sent me a picture. I think this was about a year ago because I told everybody that I knew Sam Walton, that I knew Hillary Clinton sat on the board of Walmart. I'm exposing so much that goes on. Well, in my book, I say I was I think I believe it was 6 men, and we were in the jungle in Vietnam, and they told me all, if you talk, we will kill you. That's what these men told me. I was just a little freaking kid. They were my babysitters. But one of those men, and in my book I mentioned the leather straps. The leather straps I was putting the enemy's ears on, and they put around my neck as trophies. That was my reality at 9 years old, people. They taught me how to cut off enemies' ears, put them on a rope, and be proud to wear them. They were dedicating their kills to me as a kid. So they thought they would hide me out. Well, John Walton. John Walton was Sam Walton's son, the big man of Sam's Club and Walmart, the big man. And that's another story. I flew with Sam Walton as a kid. I knew him, and I knew his wife also. So this is what was written about John Walton. And John Walton, by the way, died in a plane crash. I believe it was the takeover of Sam Walton and Walmart by people like Hillary Clinton and the cabal. They wanted a Walmart in every single town. Now there is one. It's run by the frickin' cabal, people. I feel bad when I go to Walmart, but there's so many things you have to get at stores like Walmart anymore because they totally screwed our country and let the small guy go out of business. Now you walk into Walmart and they got 100 employees in there. I was in True Value the other day, and this has bothered me. This has bothered me for a long time because you walk into True Value. There's 10 employees standing around. You walk in, 3 of them want to help you find a $2 plumbing part. If you add it all up, and what are they making? $20 an hour? All these people that are in there standing around are making $20 an hour. The same job could be done by 3 people in there instead of 10 people in there. So how do they stay in business when you walk in, there's 10 people standing around, and you buy a $2 part, and that $2 part probably costs them 5 cents to make. But it always, how do these people stay in business? Well, they're a majority, and they get their stuff so cheap, and they jack the prices up for us. It's communism, people. But anyway, back to John Walton, Sam's Club, Sam Walton's son that died in a plane crash. And a lot of people, I was actually a prisoner of war as a child. I was told to go swim in the river and find out what I knew and tell the location of our POWs. That's one thing I'm very proud of to this day. I was just a child, but I put my life on the line. I was actually injured to find prisoners of war. But Henry sent me this. This is about Sam Walton. Sam Walton's son, John Walton. In May 1968, I would have been 8 years old. Where do you send John Kennedy Jr. when the mafia wants him dead, when the mafia is killing the Kennedys off? In 63, they killed my father. A couple of years later, they killed my uncle. They killed my aunts. They killed my cousins. But where did they send me? That's right. They sent me to freaking Vietnam. That's where they sent me. I can't change it. It's freaking the truth. It says in May 1968, we were young Green Berets who just entered the secret war that was fought during the Vietnam War. We were stationed at FOB 1 in Phu Bai as members of a small reconnaissance teams that ran top secret missions. Now, who do you get to run top secret missions? You get our CIA. So right there, they're telling you our CIA was involved. So who had John Kennedy Jr. there? The CIA. Cover it up. If anybody says anything about these top secret missions, hey, you can't say nothing. John Kennedy was there. Across the fence. So John Walton, big families, was in these special forces that did reconnaissance into Laos, Cambodia, and North Vietnam. It's the same thing I was saying. We were going in to try to rescue prisoners of war, and it's right here in this article that Henry sent me about Sam Walton. In August 68, on one such mission, Walton's six-man team was surrounded and overrun by the enemy soldiers. Think about it. Six-man crew, 7 because I was there. They were getting overrun. There was artillery coming in all around us. They told me to get under a frickin' bush and stay there. I was under that frickin' bush for 2 days. I could not walk. I was under that. I was curled up into a fetal position because the shit was frickin' noisy, loud explosions. I could see the brightness of the explosions through the frickin' bush I was hiding under. I pissed myself. Think about it. I was 8 or 9 years old. I pissed myself. I shit myself. I had shit in my britches under that bush because my own brothers, people like Sam Walton that were there, told me they would kill me if I came out of that bush. And then I got a fucking rope of enemy ears all around my neck. So if the enemy catches me under that bush, they're going to kill me too. So finally, I heard choppers after 2 days, and I ran towards the sound of those choppers. I kept falling down because my legs were so numb. I had shit and piss in my britches. I didn't care. I ran towards the noise of those choppers when they landed. I was so freaking happy that I didn't care who they were. These military men had their M16s. I would believe they were the M16s pointed right at me, and I didn't care. I was running. 9 years old, running. And they grabbed me. The man that grabbed me said, "You're just a freaking kid. What are you doing out here in the jungle?" But anyway, I was rescued. I was taken to the base. They took my ears away from me. They gave me, made me go pick up the beer pop tops and put them on a necklace because I was crying. I was so traumatized that they took my ears. It was really sad. But the commanding officer, took my ears away and made me go pick up pop tops. I had rubber bands around the clothes. I was wearing the smallest military uniform they had to clean me up, and they put rubber bands around my arms and my feet so my britches would stay up. But anyway, I just wanted to, I don't have no scripts. I'm just sharing the story. But anyway, Henry sent me this. And Sam Walton was a big man in the cabal. He was the mafia family, just like all the others in my stories that I share. So when John Walton went to Vietnam, he was very special. When I was there at 9 years old, they were even telling me that their families were very important. That he pulled out a bunch of leather straps and he said, "My dad told me you can never have enough leather straps." And anyway, thank you, Henry, for bringing up this and bringing back memories of sharing a picture of John Walton, because I share stories and then Lions do a little research and find things of my stories that I share. But thank you all so much for your love, your comments. And I wanted to share that about Walmart because Walmart is everywhere now. And they are turning us into a communist country. And everything in Walmart is basically from China. Sam Walton wanted it. Sam Walton's slogan before he died, before his son was killed, before they probably put in imposters using identity theft to make the millions and billions of dollars that Walmart makes so it can all be laundered to the mafia, his slogan was "Made in America." That was his slogan. He wanted his stores to have nothing but American goods in them. And it's the fucked up power of brass at the top. Yeah, it's really hard for a lot of people that have been in the war and seen combat to share it. I'm sharing my whole story that I'm John Kennedy Jr., what happened, but I have seen some crazy things. And I don't like to talk about the things. I put some in my book. When you see a man die right next to you, and that's happened to me a couple times on different occasions. One was a soldier in a prison camp. It was a water cell, jail cell. He died next to me. That was hard. I was crying my eyes out. And next thing I knew, they were going to kill me for crying. But I was a little kid, and we weren't supposed to make noise. But anyway, it's hard. People, what they've seen, and it just brings back memories. It gives you a bum day, basically. I've repeated my story over and over and over again, seeing my father's brain splattered out on TV and on video over and over and over and over again, and my mom jumping on the back of the car. I don't need to see it anymore. It already fucks with my head over and over again. That's my family, and I can't get justice. They don't want me to have justice for all that. I'm doing it live. Yeah, I was just seeing who was coming through the yard. Love ya. Robin's home. I heard the gate and I had to see what the hell's coming through my gate. And that's my beautiful Robin. She looks so good today in pink. She's got a pink shirt on and a little pink hat on. But anyway, I'm going to get me some lunch. I wanted to share the wonderful news. Listen to this news, Robin. Mary Maxwell, 78 years old, the author that helped me write The Historian's Tale, The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son, got on a bus, got on another bus, probably another bus, showed up at the JFK Library, went inside and talked to the director of the JFK Library and gave him a letter and 2 books, The Historian's Tale. So now the director knows my story, can't deny he knows my story. So when he gets the book Stolen Identity and the Historian's Tale here this week, when we send it, but we forgot to send the letter. So Mary took the letter and hand delivered it. She's so awesome.
Plus we sent them books.
Yeah. So, yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Old school, guys. Old school. Well, thank you, Queenie. Thank you so much for your support and your inspiration, your comments of inspiration. You all are so very much appreciated. Please share my story. Let's get it out this year. Let's wake some people up. I can't wait till the documentary comes out. A professional film crew showed up here a couple of weeks ago. We did some hours and hours of interviews. They even got me on my Harley with the drone flying next to me, and I was trying to look so fucking cool. And I hope it comes out. I don't know. I might have been trying to act too cool, but I can't wait to share it. I watched it for the 20th time, day before yesterday, on my phone. And I'm on there and I say, my father was president of the United States, assassinated for the whole world to see. And I started crying. It was so good of a clip, so professionally done. And it's going to, I'm praying it goes viral anyway, people. But thank you all so much for joining my live here on YouTube. Please share it on Facebook and TikTok and every other place that we can get the truth out, because I want justice this year. It's been year after year after year after year that I've been trying to share this story. And it is so important that people wake up to the criminal activity and what they do in our government. So let's expose them all. And I can't do it myself, so I rely on you guys to make it happen. The John Fitzgerald Kennedy Healing Center, it's coming. It's coming. I don't care if we have to start small, where it's just an office for a home base, or a huge place. But there's too many churches out there where we shouldn't have a church sharing the truth and being exposed. Thank you all. Thank you, Kathy. Thank all you Lions. I see so much blue because I made so many people moderators, or whatever you call it here on my channel to not tolerate any of the hate comments. And I love you all. You all are wonderful. You all have a blessed day. And maybe we'll see you tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But I'm going to go give Robin a big hug and a kiss. Peace out, people. All love, always.